quick bio information. I was born in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, New Zealand, to Dr. Elizabeth Rata and Teika Rata. I spent my first 10 years in Mangere Bridge, then moved to the North Shore. And unfortunately for me, as a young adolescent male, I spent my teens on the North Shore, which is a hard place for a young male to not be bored. Given it might have been during a certain time period with a great mare. Cheeky old bastard. Anyway, I went to Kurakoupapa Māori, which is a Māori language primary school, to the age of 11 also. When I started at St. Peter's College after moving to the North Shore to live, until the end of fourth form, where being at a all-boys school, I'd had enough, and it was time to move on to Northcote College. Now, both St. Peter's and Northcote were really good schools for music, and I think that's where the developing of my musical interest happened. Where at St. Peter's I played the saxophone and travelled to Australia in the junior concert band, and that was kind of fun. But back to Northcote College, there was a gentleman called Mr. Geisinger, who was our director of music, and here is a guy who was instrumental in a lot of quite prominent musicians in this country, in particular Auckland. Geisinger had some role to play. Musicians like Godfrey de Grue, Holly Smith. So I'm sure there's a bigger list, I just can't think of it at the moment. Anyway, so Northcote really helped to develop what I had as a musical interest into something a little more tangible, you could say. So I kind of ran with it at that stage. And then basically I had a rest from music for a couple of years after high school, and the main reason for that was just a lost young man looking for direction. And direction started to happen for me when I met a bunch of guys through my ice hockey and inline hockey playing, and a gentleman was called Ryan Lovins, who is now one of the potheads under the alias T13. He also played hockey with me, and we developed our friendship, moved on to bigger, brighter things, bigger projects, recording projects, producers, etc., etc., till we got to the point where music wasn't only something that was going to be a hobby. For me, it started to develop into something more of a want for lifestyle. And that's kind of what led me to studying a diploma of audio engineering at SAE, which has helped significantly for my personal musicianship. Having an understanding of the technical aspects as well as the creative just gives you a better idea of what you're doing. And after the diploma, which is the current time, I'm now doing a Bachelor of Music at Auckland University, which is really to focus and refine the creative side of what I'm trying to do. So in a nutshell, that's a brief description of where I've come from, why I am, and what I intend on doing, possibly, with my music career. It's a long road.